Alrighty guys, so we have a special treat today. We have Scott Voiles from Rocky Mountain Construction. How are you doing today, Scott?
Doing well.
And we have obviously a whole booth of goodies that are in here. And do you mind talking to us about some of your products?
Products?
Yes.
Yeah, so I guess we can start over here.
Alrighty.
So we've got two steel coaster concepts that we are currently working on. This one is our T-Rex track, and then we've also got a smaller version of this monorail that's called the Raptor track. The Raptor track, we do have a lot of clients that are interested in that, so we have been developing the structure and the trains on that, and really hoping to get one out here in the next year or so. The T-Rex is probably going to lag behind that a little bit, but in terms of R&D at RMC, those are the hot items we're working on.
This is a big, beefy track, so you got to have, this is what I would assume the upstop, and then you have your road and everything else to have, but it's a solid piece of track.
Yes.
So what kind of vehicle system are you looking to have on this?
From what I've heard, it's going to be a 3-person wide, 2-person deep car. I'm not exactly sure about train length. I'm assuming it's going to be similar, probably six cars. I think we've decided this thing weighs about 143 pounds per foot, so it is definitely
definitely heavy. I see you have it on rollers even, because it's probably that heavy to transport and everything else.
Yeah, probably 400, 500 pounds. So,
wow.
Yeah, nothing
now,
we can pick up.
I see something else interesting over here. It looks like you have a restraint system.
Yes.
And of course, lightning rod, the beautiful, beautiful RMC ride at Dollywood.
So this is demonstrating our restraint cylinder. It's go ahead and lock it there.
So it locks in place.
We got a quick release right here.
So this is pneumatic or hydraulic, or?
This is hydraulic.
Hydraulic, okay. And this is all CNC machined, it looks like?
All machined in our shop, yep. And we manufacture the cylinders. And we got a couple different versions of those.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very intricate. It's kind of interesting to see it without all, the foam padding on there and kind of the innards of the restraint, which I see looks like we have over here.
Yes, nice to meet you.
So again, more cylinder systems.
More cylinders, just different versions, and then this one's sort of the demonstration piece. It's got the clear containment system, so you can kind of see the inner functioning of the restraint cylinder.
Now you have double or triple redundancies when it comes to your safety systems, or even more than that?
On the lap bar system, we've got 2 bars. Each one has a cylinder, but you only need 1 cylinder for the lap bar, so you'd have to have a double failure. So yeah, it is a redundant system.
Very nice. And of course, some of your leg straps that are right here, and the different padding, another system. And then you have wheels here. Are you guys manufacturing wheels?
I believe the hubs, possibly, we may be milling those in-house. I'm not exactly sure. The treads, these are cast by other companies. And then the nylon, sure, that's a Euramit. And this is just you can unbolt it, pull it off, put a new tread on, bolt the containment piece on, and you got a new wheel.
So if the park loses a wheel during daily operations, it would take no more than 5 minutes to basically do that.
Throw on a new tread.
That's super quick and super easy. And I see you also have a display here, it looks like from maybe Goliath?
This was a Goliath, yes.
Yeah, Goliath. So nice little side piece of the car.
Yep.
Now, of course, a lot of your rides recently have been going to these over here. We have a different kind of track system. What are these track systems over here?
So these are probably the 2 most popular. We've got our topper track and our iBox. You can use either or either a ground up or a remodel coaster. We've been doing iBox on the rebuilds, and then topper track on the ground up construction, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that way.
Yeah.
So this was on Dollywood and Wildfire for this year, and then this one was on the Joker and Storm Chaser.
Very nice. Now, you also did the Batman construction, or you're doing more of those style, the 4D free flies?
So we're manufacturing the track for the SNS 4D free spin coasters, and we do have some more of those in the books, so you'll see some more of those in the future as well. Yeah.
We love following your Facebook page and of course your Instagram, and you guys have been posting some project photos and whatnot.
Yeah.
We see that you guys have a lot of projects, and of course there's some that you can't talk about.
Yep.
Mysteriously, one of your trucks happened to end up up north at a park, but we do hope you guys have some very exciting projects coming up. I know you can't talk about it a lot, but we'll move on over here, and this is our last little track segment here, and I believe this is the Raptor that you were talking about.
This is the Raptor, yeah. So this is going to be a single file line setup, one person per car. Obviously smaller scale than the T-Rex. You'll be straddling the track on this one. And again, it's going to have a steel structure as opposed to the wood that you've seen on our previous coasters.
It's still kind of like the other system that you have, the ledgers in a sense, like it sits on an I-beam, but this one is more of on a...
The saddle connection is very similar to what we've done in the past. It's got a lot of adjustability, which makes for quick installation, so this thing can rotate that way, and it also pivots this direction.
That's fantastic.
So you're not making a solid piece that has to be manufactured perfectly.
Well, we've covered construction updates like with Mako and whatnot, and we saw the process that it takes to make sure it's lined up literally just perfectly.
Right.
I feel like a system like this would actually speed up construction process on this.
And we're hoping that we can install these in 2 months. So we can get on site, all the pieces are pre-made, labeled, and just take a crane, drop them into place, and be done.
Yep.
Torques and bolts, and you're finished. So,
well, fantastic. We have some great products here. Now, one final thing that I have to talk about, and I know it's kind of a touchy subject, so if we can't speak about it too much, you obviously have Wildfire right behind you. So, what's your official statement, or what's going on with that per se?
I do know that the ride has been closed without a scheduled reopening at this point. I believe it's been a permitting issue. I'm not exactly sure regarding what exactly, but we are hoping that the thing is running come spring, ideally. But other than that, I don't know much more.
No worries, Scott. We understand, you know, it's all in the government's hands over there and everything else like that. So it's going to be a long process, but we do hope that it does open up. I personally have had a chance to ride 5 RMCs this year. Never done one prior to this year. You have fantastic rides. Literally butter smooth the entire way through. Tons of thrills, and they're very repeatable, which I know is something you're looking for in the market with this industry and everything else. Scott, thank you so much for speaking with us. And you guys have some amazing products. And again, we look forward to seeing what you have coming up in the years. It's very exciting.
Take care.